Read parents. Right now I am showing you the history and science curriculum. I wanted to do a quick breakdown. So if you are in your classroom slide, you'll notice that slide 3 includes who the historical figures that we are looking at the moment. When you look at your long-range planner here, under the history section, you'll see that each of these weeks they'll tell you who it is that we're learning about. So back to the slide real fast. Under all needed documents, it'll send you to a document where you'll have access to the history curriculum overview. In the history curriculum overview, this is just explaining how this curriculum works. So each unit in the LRP, the long range planner, includes a male and female historical figure. These are the different parts completed in each unit with explanations. So the video that this will link you to is the one you're watching right now. But essentially, when you look at this section, from the Wright Brothers intro through Amelia Earhart intro through the project brainstorm to the class presentation, this is all one unit. And within that unit, oops, sorry, that's the wrong section. So within this unit, you have 4 parts. So the first part is the first historical figure introduction, which was, in this case, hold on a second. In this case, it was the Wright Brothers intro. Okay, so that's the first historical figure introduction, is the Wright Brothers intro. Okay, this figure will be introduced in class during history on Monday. The printable worksheet is completed this week as the assignment, and optional extra YouTube videos and read alouds in historical figure slide to supplement at home if desired. That's when you go back to this classroom slide and you've got these extra videos. That's what it's referring to. So the printable worksheet here, you have access to it through here. So you'll just click there, it'll send you over. You're gonna print this document. Let's have it pop up. So they'll be printing this document right here, name and picture of the historical figure, so their name will go here. They'll draw a picture. You're of course welcome to like have them, you can print a picture and glue it on there. They can color it, that sort of thing, or they can free draw it, however you'd like. But the name of the historical figure and a picture. This is their name, not the historical figure's name, just so that I know when they submit it who it belongs to. Color and the state they're born in. Just fill out this entire this form. It's a very simple one, but it's just for them to start thinking about different kinds of important facts regarding the public figure. And here, 3 facts you found interesting about this US figure. I want them to start thinking based off of what they know. What is it that you found interesting, right? So they'll complete this for each of the historical figures intros. So again, we'll talk about them in class, but it is the responsibility of the homeschooling parent at home to print out this document and discuss that character based off of the week that you're on. So the Wright Brothers intro, so you'll make this historical figure document about the Wright Brothers. Then the following week, you'll notice there might be some gaps in between because as the school year starts, we're kind of easing our way into things, but you'll notice that then we've got Amelia Earhart intro. So again, part 2, the second historical figure will be introduced during class, during the history portion. And then again at home, you'll print the worksheet and it'll be completed as the assignment. And then there's the optional YouTube videos underneath right here for that historical figure. So of course you can go ahead if you'd like to, but if you stick with this, it'll make it easier for when we're introducing them in class. So then part 3, here we see the Wright Brothers and Amelia Earhart project brainstorm. So this is the both historical figures deep dive, which I'm gonna probably adjust this LRP before you receive it to make it say deep dive. So that's a little bit more direct. But the classroom overview of what we've learned about both historical figures so far. So we're just going to, in the classroom on Monday, talk again about the 2 sets of public figures and like what we know about them, what we learned about them, all that sort of things. And then they're going to be given, they're going to be assigned a deep dive project, like a focus for their project. So if you go onto the classroom slide, you'll see that there are different deep dive assignments. Each child will be assigned either the male or the female of the historical figures and a specific focus point for them to discuss as their presentation, as like an oral presentation. Most of these are oral or written presentations, except for the visual model. We'll get to there in a second. So for instance, if your child is assigned the male of this first section of birth, childhood, and family life. So say that right now we're in the section about the Wright brothers. So that means that they are going to talk about the birth, childhood, and family life of the Wright brothers. So you're going to help them get to know that information so that they're able to present it in class. They're little. We're not expecting anything formal. It's more so just them showing what they've learned. So we'll go through in class with presentations. Each child will present what they've been assigned to. And it'll be different every single unit. Sometimes they'll get birth and childhood, family life. Maybe they'll get the visual model. This is the only one that's not oral or written. This one is just any kind of visual model that represents this person. So this is more the fun one. They can draw a picture, or they can paint something, or they can make a model of an airplane for the Wright brothers, that sort of thing. But keep in mind that they will be assigned either the male or the female of those U.S. Figures. Okay, so back to that history curriculum overview. So this is something that they will research and learn from home with homeschooling parent. They will be assigned a historical figure in one of these research projects. So again, these are the same as in that slide of what they're assigned to. And it explains a little bit of, okay, this one's an oral or written presentation. So they can use their primary journals if they want to draw a picture in there and write about the section that they're required to have a presentation for, and they could read it in class, that sort of thing. At the beginning of the school year, especially for first grade, I don't expect that they'll have something written that they can read. It's more just recollection of what they learned, that sort of thing. But practice at home, that sort of thing, because it's really important that they're, practicing those public speaking skills. So that is for the deep dive focus project, and this is, the preparation for part 3. And part 4 is class presentations. So students should be prepared to make presentations on Monday during history. And again, on the LRP, you'll see classroom presentations that are listed there of when it is. So they will not be assigned until the project brainstorm, just an FYI. They'll be assigned after that. So between the Monday that they come to school and the class presentations. Of course, I'll give you plenty of time so that they'll have time to complete it, but it's not anything too large scale or formal, so it doesn't have to be real intense. And note, this is for the weeks focused on historical figures. Some weeks in the LRP are not focused on historical figures. These weeks may have different types of homework, and I'll email you about these different weeks as they come up. So for instance, this week after the classroom presentation, we're taking a break from the U.S. figures, and they're going to be learning about locations of places, maps, and compasses. So I will be giving you the different kinds of assignments I'll do that week. But most of the history curriculum is done in class. So there'll be minor assignments at home, really just like one day that you'll spend needing to do history unless you want to do more. So that's what we're doing here. And that is the history curriculum. Again, science curriculum is done in class, so you don't need to worry about that. I do have the outline of different kinds of experiments we'll be doing. I have the whole school year listed with materials, that sort of thing. So if you're interested in just kind of having that, please let me know and I'll send it to you. But otherwise, I'm just going to keep it because they'll be doing it on Mondays, and you'll be able to ask your child what they completed on Monday. But if you want to be a little bit more involved, more aware of what they're doing for science curriculum, it's not a problem. I can definitely send you my document. So I just don't want to bombard you with too many things, so I won't include it in the needed documents that are found on slide 2. Okay, so that is the history and science curriculum. Again, please let me know if you have any questions or concerns. Thank you.